Well, hello there, YouTube. Man, it's getting to a point I'm almost going to have to stand at the man gate here to keep the sun off the lens of the camera. That sun is so far south. Then the leaves are going to fall out, and I'm not even going to have that protection. But then, by then, there won't be as many sunny days. But welcome to a 27-degree Tuesday, the 14th of October. Yesterday was 31 degrees. I don't think I mentioned that. So we had 2 frozen mornings in a row. Kirsty taking the kids to school, had to scrape her windshield yesterday morning and this morning. Man, that's biting cold, 27 degrees. The old leaves are starting to thin out in the trees up there, but that'll happen. But anyway, we're off to work. I got a lot to do, so hope I'm 110. I hope I'm 110%, much less 100%. But anyway, let's roll. Y'all come along. 52 degrees, not a cloud in the sky. How about that, Mama? Yeah, it's pretty here. I don't know what it's supposed to get to today. 61. It's not going to be terribly warm.
No.
But Mama?
Yes, sir.
Welcome back to work.
You too.
For our first day of the week is Tuesday. That's almost like yawning.
Oh, yeah.
One cough that's just kind of contagious.
I know, you just made it happen.
Yeah. Anyway, let's go in there and earn our keep.
All right.
All right, Mama. Have a wonderful day.
You too.
All right, love you. See you. Bye.
I love you.
Bye now.
Bye-bye.
It's been sitting down here for a bit, off and on, waiting for different things. Parts were back ordered, or I'm not sure which, but came to me for a front end alignment. Can I get through that? Looks like I can. Ooh, don't step back too quick there, buddy. Where's my little trigger? I don't know if it had front end damage or anything like that. It was pretty much close. It'd have been enough you'd notice it, the alignment that is. I'm gonna go take my old little route going up 63rd. Well, that's a good sign right off the get-go if I can let go of the handlebars and then still go straight. It was, what was it? It was kicked off. Well, it was a little all over the place. I can't remember what the spec said. Man, I must not be clearly over everything because all that squatting and stuff, doing those alignments. Man, when I was done, I walked upstairs to get the RO for it, and whew, my whole body was just kind of buzzing. I sat down, had a little bit of my lunch there for a second. That calmed me down. It's funny how you get sick and you lay around and you think you're okay, and all of a sudden you're not. So I guess in the original, I guess it got rear-ended, what I understand, and I'm gonna go straight. And so it had rear-end damage on it, and the trunk got replaced. Ooh, look at all them leaves blowing around. That's wonderful. I have to shut my shield here a little bit. Kind of hard to do with this thing because it's not hard, it's just very noisy. Although I've noticed that that doesn't come across on the camera quite as bad. Oh, that wind is nice. Oh, 63rd Avenue. When I take that big loop, I go down SR 500 and I cut across, and I kind of go through like a little bit of city kind of area. It ends up coming this way. It's actually 25 through here, but everybody else is going 35, so I guess I will too. Man, is it beautiful out here. I didn't pay attention to what the temperature was. I think it was supposed to get the 61 or 62. I'm comfortably wearing my comfortably wearing my shop coat. A little nippy on my fingers. She feels great. Just go down the road nice and straight. That's what you want. Ooh, look at that freeway slow down. Well, I guess it's still around lunch hour, so people are all running around doing that. Wow. Yeah, she feels very, very smooth. Even the wind tossing me around isn't disturbing things. So I don't know what got, I think it was the trunk. I think it got damaged enough that they couldn't, well, I felt that wind. That was kind of weird. But I think it's tossing me more than the bike. The lock set, I'm not sure the deal why it had to be replaced, but the rear trunk lock had to be replaced, some part of something. Well, when you do that, you can't get the whole lock set with this thing, so you got separate keys for those. I'd be a little bummed about that. But one thing about them, they're really cool looking keys. Spyder needs Spyder. Can-Am needs to make these keys stock. I would like to have some red keys, but they're not chipped, so you can in this neighborhood, I'm gonna turn that thing up. So you can't use them for the ignition. Good Lord, can you believe how this has changed? Wow. Remember, there's no stop sign here, and look, them houses just go all the way down. It's crazy. It's like when I went to O'Reilly's to get some of that gasket cinch. They're building this apartment complex that looks like something you'd see like in New York or something. It's massive. I don't know how many stories it is, but it's huge. Well, I don't know. Yeah, so it pushes me and the bike all in one shot. That's cool. It is some pretty strong wind. Look at that beautiful tree. Holy moly. I guess the rain's gonna come back on Thursday and gonna be here for a little bit. Oh, I haven't paid attention when I was going down the freeway, but let's go down here and see if there was one that turned red and one that turned bright yellow. Let's see what that thing's looking like. Bumps ahead. Oh, bump as in speed bump. Don't go willy-nilly. Have they changed at all? Something tells me maybe not. Oh, they're just starting. Alright, so the red one's on the right. This one just turns a brilliant red and this brilliant yellow. I don't know if you guys remember those from last year when I think it was last year I was buzzing down here. Yeah, it was last year. Just starting. Man, just love the fall colors. I always say it just makes you glow from the inside. And it's such a good feeling, that cool, brisk air of fall. I think it means more to me because that was the time of year, like in the South, that, I mean, all the humidity was gone and that cool air. and the falls just lasted forever. It didn't turn into rainy season and blow everything out. It's so beautiful. So I didn't need to do much testing other than just make sure the alignment. It's already been test ridden after the crash repair, and I don't know if that's when the alignment came or afterwards. No, it was before, because when they had everything all hackled apart, and they said, if you know, this is going to need an alignment, but we still need all the trunk pieces on it. And I thought, nah, I'd just rather do it when it's all complete. But anyway, when they're doing the trunk thing, I guess during the crash it broke the fender off, so they grabbed the broken pieces of the fender that had the license plate attached to it and threw it in the old trunk, and it got towed here. Well, now they're done, nobody can find the license plate. So needless to say, the customer's not overwhelmed about that. I'm sure they'll probably pay whatever expense or something. I mean, we can't go get a license plate for him, but I'm sure we can reimburse him for it or give him credit on the bill. Well, however they want to do that, I have no idea. Look at that, very few people take a left out of there. Or maybe he's going straight into that driveway, I don't know. He's taking a left. The alignment is absolutely spot on. The old saying goes, the lasers can't lie. They can't be crooked. I mean, the person operating the lasers could be crooked. I was wearing my prescripts. Well, my eyes are seeing really, really well. We gotta just take the little loopy-loop through here. This thing has, well, it had 196. Now it's got a 196 something. Now it has 200 on it. So the poor thing, how do you have that little of miles? He must have bought it. Somebody had it. It's crazy some dealers can't sell Spyders. Well, the biggest thing, they don't have people that know the Spyders. You need to know the Spyders to sell the Spyders. I had to come through this way. You gotta say howdy do to the old sea to sky. I knew a nice sunny day, you'd be out roaming around. Suspension is all nice and plush. Uh-oh. They're gonna send him can't get him out there. Sneak around him here. Very French Canadian. Barely speaks English. I was trying to call upstairs and my Zoom thing kept turning off on me. I always call Kelly because she always grabs her phone. And anyway, so I finally called Matt there, and I don't know, I must have had a look on my face or something. He goes in some very French broken English, you know. He goes, "You okay?" Yeah, I'm fine. So I finally got a hold of somebody to coming down to get you. Well, thanks for coming for a rip. The beautiful F3 Limited. That's crazy. That thing has 200 miles on it. That's terrible to have something happen that quick. She's still a baby. All right. Looky right chair. She's ready for oil and coolant. And I haven't put that bodywork stuff on because I'll leave that off because I take the headlight garnish thing off. It makes it easier to get to the coolant bottle. This is one of the kind of round, straight up and down ones. Not like those angled ones that we've had leak. Actually, these are the ones I've seen leak. And now I've seen two and heard from several other people, so of the newer ones. But man, getting those bolts back in for these outriggers, man, that was tricky. There's the one there, and then the one you can make that out in between there. Got to kind of, well, the Ford one is captured in the transmission, and the thing slipped out, so it was a trick to get that thing, thump, 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 until the head of the bolt fell into the little captured socket, so to speak, on the engine case. That was not fun. I can get to the other side easy, but I didn't take the other side off. And but when I took this thing off, you could tell it wasn't as strong. I mean, that thing is. Remember, I was pushing that thing around. She's solid as a rock now. I don't know if someone else had it apart at some point and just didn't get it down as tight, or. But anyway, all that stuff is ready. It's ready for oil and filter. So all the filters are all new. Look at that. Very rare you see the tranny filter or the engine filter all nice and clean. Fresh sealing washers, what you got to do. Just need to yard get the oil and coolant in the thing and have that just sit, especially with the coolant. It'll just, if it gets any air bubbles, a lot of times just as you're working with other stuff, it'll release stuff. It'll release the bubbles. And I need to get somebody down here to help me yard this tailpiece off, set it aside, and get in there. And while that's off, I'll have real clear access to the reservoirs. Another thing too. Well, I can just air the bag up. I was just thinking doing the brakes without the new ACS pump being in there. Well, I don't know. I'll decide what to do. But I can just air. I still got the manual air, blow hold air enough, because I need the jack to be up front so I can take the wheels off. She'll be in good shape when she's done. She had a few ailments. The biggest thing being the ACS pump, and the main thing being the water pump. You can't have that thing heaving oil and cooling out all over the place. Well, she'll be in good shape now. In fact, it will not fail again. I've never seen one come back that had the gray seal in there. Of course, most of the ones that repeated and came back were insisted on blocking the air vent for this fan off, and that just smokes them. You tell them it smokes them. That's not a cheap repair, and they don't care. They'd rather have it blocked off than, man, just think of the other stuff it's doing to your motor. They tend to have the warped clutch disc, the warped centrifugal clutch. They have all those things comes from an engine overheating. Yeah, it doesn't do them good. But anyway, I'm gonna roll out at that. Man, what a day! I did all kinds of things in between that were just not filmable stuff. But anyway, I'm gonna bounce at that. Head home from here. It's been sunset sun went down 15 minutes ago, actually 17 minutes ago, and Kelly and I got home, did a quick goodbye, I just figured I'd take you guys just for a quick little walk here. Sure is beautiful, those skies. You can see there's a fog in it. Being all clear today. You might even beat the 27 degrees. We were going to the store, we went a different way, and there's a spot where we get a real good view of Mount St. Helens. She is completely covered with snow. Not just at the top. All of her that you can see is, it looks like, I'm sure it can't be too thick, but it looks like thick snow. But yeah, oh, sorry Sasha, I kicked you right in the foot. But anyway, we're just gonna take a quick walk. I'm not going all the way. I'm not even gonna go to the halfway part. I'm just gonna go to the fence down there and turn around and come back. Go the other. That's crazy sounding. All right. Okay, that's why you don't go. Right there. There's a bear right there. In the road. Holy moly. There's a neighbor that lives all the way at the end of the road. He's got a 450 Kodiak Yamaha and his grandson's driving it, teaching him the ropes. And they're, I guess it's hunting season. Yeah, he goes, you hear all them shots going out over there? Yeah, been hearing them since I got home. He goes, yeah, that frost, the last couple of mornings, I get some rutting and rooting. And people are, I don't hunt anymore. I used to, in my younger days. I'd rather look at them than to fire at them. But I you know, have no problem with people that do. I really enjoyed it. I just got older and rather live and let live kind of a thing. Okay, got a car coming. Well, hello there, YouTube. Nights are getting really short. 6:25 is sunset tonight, and it's like, it's more than that. The sun is down already.
Yeah.
Had to stop at Red Canoe. Needed a couple things. Red Apple, yeah. But anyway, it's cold out here. She's still under the weather, so we're gonna roll at that.
Alrighty, well, thank you guys so much for watching. We really do appreciate it. We will talk to you tomorrow. Same smoke time, same smoke channel. Don't forget to give her thumbs up, and you guys have an amazing Wednesday or Thursday.
Heck yeah.
My mouth don't work.
All right. We'll see you in the morning.
Yes.
Appreciate you watching now. Bye-bye.
Bye.